you where the fish are.
Triple! Get in there!
Ooh,
that's a nice fish.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you where the fish are.
Let's roll, baby. Let's roll. Hey everybody, Chris Schaefer with Pautzke Outdoors today, coming to you from the great state of North Carolina. Man, there are so many people that come and fish today here at the Cherokee Indian Reservation. Reason being, they have one of the greatest stocking programs in all of the United States. Basically, this is the kind of model that anybody, whether you're a state or a private organization that wants to stock fish, follow this model, folks, because guess what? They sell anywhere from 40 to 50,000 permits a year just for people to fish the 30 miles of stock streams that are here. Now remember, we're in Cherokee on the Indian Reservation bordering Great Smoky Mountains National Park. What does that mean? We're in the middle of a ton of major metropolitan areas like Charlotte, Atlanta, Knoxville, Asheville, Chattanooga. All of those places draw right to here. Why? Because it's one of the best places to fish in all of the Southeast. And you know what? If you're a guy that likes to go out there and use bait, use spinners, use spoons, this is the place for you. We're about to show you why.
Chris, there he goes, he's on. Uh-oh. You see him in the shadows? Thinks he's a bass or something. Yeah, let's see the net and the pliers are right there. He's coming towards us. Look at him, they're chasing him. Here he comes, little one right here.
You seen any of the brooks yet?
Nuh-uh. Dude, it's about to get crazy though. Did you see how many were chasing that one? Oh. What I'm fishing with today is I got a 1000 series reel. I got it spooled up with my Berkeley Vanish 4-pound line. We've already had that pre-spooled. I got my Leland trout rod. It's a 6'6" medium light. I like the light action on the rod so I can feel the fish biting. And what I'm gonna show you is what a hook and sinker and float I'm gonna use today. So what we use is a Gamakatsu number 10 salmon egg hook. It's a small hook, but it's extremely tough. This is the same hook that I've caught 5 and 10 pounders on before. Pretty easy. Thread it through the eye. I'm not a fisherman, not genius, but I'm gonna show you how I tie mine. And this is with the fluorocarbon line. I run it around about 5 times. Wet it through the loop, back through the hole or the opening you made. Pull it down tight. Once it's nice and tight, you can use your clippers, or since God gifted me with crooked teeth, bite it right off. Now what you do is we got a little sinker. I like to use, if you're in small, lightweight water, maybe a BB size. I like a number 3 or 3/0. That pushes the weight down. How I figure out how far to put it on is the length of my hand. That's roughly about 5 inches. Some people say 6, maybe a little deep or whatever. Crush your lead on. And as you can tell, it's not very far. That's where I like to start out with. Then we have a float. This is where we can use also as like a strike indicator and a gauge to see how deep the fish are actually biting at today. And we're gonna get that pinned on. And now what you have is your setup with a hook, float, and sinker. So what we're doing, we're throwing over by, there's a shelf over there on the other far side. We believe the fish are hanging out in front of that shelf in the run right there. So I'm gonna try moving my bobber down a little more, maybe try to get just a hair deeper. We've been catching a lot of smaller ones, about 10, 12 inches. We're gonna see if we can get a little bit bigger one out of this. See if I can make a good cast over there. Bam, right in the hole. Let's see how long it takes.
He's already got it. One just flashed. Did you see that?
Yep.
There's your eggs. Bam, he's got it. Boom!
Got him. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Simple as it can be. Everybody loves the trout fish. Grab my trusty old net. Bring the fish up here. Oh yeah.
It's a pretty little rainbow, actually.
What a pretty little one. Nice, beautiful color.
Regardless of where you're fishing, you know, salmon eggs are always one of the best eggs. They've been the best eggs since we came out with them in 1934 and have now sold well over 90 million jars of salmon eggs. They still work amazing today. And Cherokee is a perfect destination to drift salmon eggs for several reasons. One, you always have clear, clean water. You always have beautiful pools, long runs, tail outs. There's large boulders where you can drift eggs between. And it's just a great place to drift eggs. It's simple. Whether you've been fishing your whole life or for the first time, this is a place where you want to fish salmon eggs. Now you'll notice today we fished several different kind of eggs. We've run from the silver label to the gold label, and then also over to yellow jackets and orange deluxe. And the reason why we've done that is these fish get conditioned. You have a pool that's been heavily stocked, receives a lot of pressure. A lot of guys are using red salmon eggs. So oftentimes you go out there, you drift a yellow jacket, you drift an orange deluxe, and wham, you'll get them on the first cast. So basically, just like bass fishing, you want to come out there and have a bunch of different color worms, just like you want to have several different style eggs. Try that, you'll catch a lot of fish out here. Is it a better one?
A little big monster. We're getting there. I don't fall in the river. Trying to stumble across the rocks. Whoa! See that bass? Thought we were bass fishing for a second. Here he comes. Oh yeah. Dude, my drag's way too tight. There we go. Look at that, baby. Somebody was fishing for supper, they'd have a nice trout dinner tonight.
Well, you would have had a limit already of 10 fish in 10 minutes. That's a nice rainbow.
Yeah.
Here at Cherokee, we have a 50-year-old trout fishing program, and we stock over 30 miles of enterprise waters with over 230,000 pounds of trout a year. So we're stocking rainbows, browns, and brooks every week of the year, and fish up to 5 to 6 pounds are going in these rivers for folks to either catch. Their limit is 10 fish a day, so you can take home 10 fish a day, or you could throw them back, and we appreciate catch and release just as much as folks filling their coolers. We get upwards of 50,000 permits sold a year, so we've got folks coming in from every state in the country as well as different countries. So folks know this is a premier trout fishing destination, and they're traveling far and wide to come fish at Cherokee. Well, the Cherokee Indian Reservation is a sovereign nation, so coming to fish at Cherokee, you have a very unique cultural experience. There's lots of things to do in town in terms of gaming, visiting Harrah's Casino, or visiting museums. as well as wildlife viewing. This is one of the only places in the southeast that you can go fish, catch trout, and have elk walking across the river right next to you. We have excellent opportunities for all levels of anglers and all types of gear. As I mentioned, we have over 30 miles of river we stock, so that ranges from small headwater creeks all the way to larger river systems that are accessible by boats. So little kids are going to come here and catch fish, as well as your experienced fly angler can be challenged as well. We also have about 2 miles of catch and release fly fishing only waters, which are very popular. We host the Talking Trees Trout Derby every year, where we bring in over 2,000 children to fish. We give them gear, free food, as well as give away thousands of dollars in door prizes. So it's a great opportunity to get your kids outside and get them out in the rivers and catching fish. Involving adults, we have tagged fishing tournaments where we stock tagged fish that are worth prize amounts. So we have about 5 tournaments a year and give away upwards of $20,000 per tournament.
Our goal is a 1 pound fish. We do put in 4 or 5 pounders, considered trophy. But we do put a 1 pound fish in, and that's our target goal. Well, we do rainbow, brown, brook, golden trout. The majority is rainbow. We do put a few brown, we do put a few brook in, but the majority of them are rainbow.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and it's about a 2.5 hour drive up here to Cherokee, to the Indian Reservation. I like to come up here and fish because they do a lot of good stocking, better than some of the normal places that is closer to Atlanta.
It's a better fish.
That's a little better. Oh yeah. But the North Georgia limit's only 7, the limit up here is 10, and the quality fish, as you've seen in the video, is man, extremely well. And actually, you know, if you kept all the 10 that you caught, you'd probably limit out within the first hour. When we first started fishing, it seemed like they were kind of at the end of the back of the runs. As we waited, you know, a little longer, the sun came over, the shade, it kind of got shady. It seemed like they moved a little farther up in the holes. I can't see no water.
That's a monster.
It's a rainbow. Just got to make sure you fish all over. Don't forget any one spot. Oh, look at that beautiful hook right in the side of the mouth. Let's pop the hook out here.
Look at the colors on that one, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah. I can just get one brookie, man. Just one. Oh! Bite! Fish on, fish on! Oh, look at there, there he is! That's him! Oh, yeah! Oh! Look at that joker. That's a beauty. Look at them colors. That's what fishing's all about. Catching. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's probably a good 2-3 pounder. Look at this big, nice big rainbow we just caught out here on salmon eggs between Gold Deluxe and new Silver Label. We've been wearing them out today. We've been mixing it up with orange and also yellow jackets just to give them something different to look at. This is a nice one right here though. Make a nice fish sandwich. Yep, that's a good one, dude. Oh yeah, he's pulling a little drag. Feisty. What a nice rainbow trout here in Cherokee we just caught. Fishing out of the hole, trying different baits. I think this one was caught on the yellow jacket salmon eggs.
You know, while there's a never-ending amount of opportunity up here in Cherokee, One of the things that you're going to notice versus some of the other places you fished before is, whereas in other states in the southeast, they may only stock a half-mile or a 1-mile section of creek, you know, here in the main part of the reservation, they literally stock 10 miles of water. That means you're going to find fish in almost every hole, and if not, you know, a dozen fish, hundreds of fish available in some of the bigger holes that are roadside.
That's about the size of that other one.
There's a tremendous amount of opportunity here for everybody. A wonderful place to go fishing, whether you're by yourself, whether you're with your grandpa, whether you're with your kids, or just with buddies. Cherokee is the kind of place that you're going to want to come and return to over and over and over again. Remember another thing, if you don't have a state fishing license, no big deal. You come up here, you buy a day permit, no state license is necessary. Wonderful opportunity, again, wonderful value, quality size fish. You're gonna see them anywhere from a pound all the way up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds. So give Cherokee a try on your next time, and you guys are gonna have a blast.
Yeah, finally. Now we got us a fish. Might be about the same size as Doug. We'll have to compare whose is bigger. Yeah, drag's working just good. Listen to that. You good with that net? That son of a gun's a haul. It keeps pulling out more line every time I get it closer to me. He'll wear down in a minute. Or not.
You and your little nets, dude. You can barely fit in there.
Dude, that's a big fish, that's why. It ain't a little net. Look at that. Well, I don't meet him. You might want to end up kissing him.
You need a bigger net, man.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
So we just ended up with a double hookup almost at the exact same time. Doug here caught his, and wasn't just a few seconds later I hooked into mine. Doug, how old would you think these fish are? These are some pretty good sized trout.
These are about 4 years old here. If you'll notice the darker color and the lighter color, it's just different strains we have. Some of them do show a lot darker color.
We have noticed, if you hadn't seen over the last couple photos, there was a lot of them that had really, really pretty colors, real shiny, and some of the other ones are kind of more towards the darker side. No matter what, it's still trout fishing.